Hey there, what are we doing today? Well, today we are going to go over September's budget. Let's put that right here. And we're going to see how it all shakes out. My husband does get 3 paychecks this month, but we're typically, I have found, we're not really a good magic month kind of budgeter. I'm not. So because everything needs a little bit of money and we're just going to roll with that. And plus he may or may not be stepping down a day a week, and he said he was going to do that in June. You know, we've discussed this and he still hasn't. So we're going to see how this all pans out. This is an estimated amount of his 3 checks. He did have overtime last week, which should show up on this check. I'm not even sure. I don't look at his checks. I'd have to go log in, and that's a whole thing. You know, what we get is what we get. I pretty much know what we're getting. So it may be more. I think it'll be a little bit more than this. And this is, again, 3 checks. It may be less. We'll see. My income is $2,600. I already go ahead and take my tithe out of this. So this is what I work with based on my retirement and my Social Security. My retirement is from private, you know, like a Roth IRA and all that. So, and private pension. All those things. So let's add those 2 up. I already know, we know this. This is $6,200. I have started this budget and completed this twice. So this is number 3. At first I thought I could eliminate a lot of the, not eliminate the categories, but keep them minimal. But September's a long month, and it goes into, the 3rd check goes into October, and that's kind of hard for me to budget. Maybe not for you, and that's cool. But it is for me. So let's go ahead and get started with these numbers. Giving is going to be $200. This is a new sheet I'm using from the Simple Budget. I saw her on YouTube, and really fun little channel. I like the minimalistic lines of this. It's very clear. I can see everything in one view. So that helps me. I have to have everything out. I'm not a minimalist. You know, I'm on the other end of the spectrum when it comes to that. But for this helps me. Auto insurance is $210. Cable and internet, it did go up to $220. They added a surcharge for the 3 major channels. We will always have cable. My husband is totally cable. He's old school. That's what makes him happy. And I'm old school about some things. So we're just going to roll with that. Our pool is going to be $150. One day we'll learn how to do that. Electricity is $268. And this is an average billing plan. It runs, you know, between $225 and $268 monthly, the bills. But the amounts go up and down on a greater scale. With the average billing plan, I can kind of plan on what we're going to have to budget to pay for the electricity. I think this month, it's going to be a little higher on the bill part because we had to run our AC a lot because it was dying, if you remember. And my husband was able to carve out some time to diagnose it, fix it, and he brazed a little part, and thank God we have AC now. So that's a plus. Savings, this is automatic savings from BOA every month on the 15th. And you can see that she's put the dates in. That might be something you like, but I'm kind of already in the habit of this order. So this is what I'm going to do. I might change that. Tolls, I originally had that at $100, but I think we're going to have to go $150 because of the time span. Gas, I was going to keep it $400, but I'm going to give my husband $500. Gas is going up. Have you noticed? Yes, I have noticed too. To fill up his F-150, I think this was last week, it was $101. That's what he drives. That's what he likes. And that's just back and forth to work. He does travel a bit to and from work. Phones, it should be $60, but I know it's going to change. So I'll put a star there because we had to buy my husband a new cell phone. We bought a lot of electronics this month, a lot. And my husband needed a new cell phone, so we have phones through Spectrum, and we're going to pay it off through the Spectrum payment plan, which will be our phone. And also I will be saving up in my electronic envelope to kind of meet that in the middle. And I don't know the exact amount. When I do, I'll let you know. I'm sure I knew it at one time, but I don't know it now. Water, we're going to keep that at 20. We may or may not have a water leak, a small water leak, or I left the hose on overnight. Who knows? Last month's bill was higher than usual, which was unusual and caught my attention. So We're going to monitor that. We'll put a star by that. That is not a very pretty star, but we're going to go with it. Natural gas is going to be $15. All right, tithe. This is just all our bills. These are what is going to come out, what's going to happen. So tithe, this category down here, this column, or the second part of this column, this is all the cash that I pull out. So tithe for the 3 paychecks, this is what my husband takes to his church, is $3.60. That's 3 paychecks now. Gas is, this is for me, $1.50. Usually it's $1.20, I think. So I'm just going to give myself an extra $30. I don't see me traveling a whole lot, but again, we'll see. Grocery, I was going to keep it $600, but I'm going to keep it at $800. I moved it up to $800 because it is a long, big month. And pets, $150. So everybody's getting just about what they usually get with that extra paycheck. Welding is $90. It's my husband's hobby. He loves it. We like to keep him happy. Eating out is going to be $140, and we'll see how that goes. I think that's plenty. It's just nice to know I have it, and if I don't, I can send that money somewhere else. His cash is going to be $120. My cash is going to be $120, and this is for, we're going to split that up over 3 paychecks. So we can do with that as we please, save it, spend it, give it away, doesn't matter. Hobbies, $60. This is for me, for feeding the crows. So let's see what we have going on here. We have, as you can see, $38.08, and that is what I should have. That is the calculations. So those are bills and expenses, $38.08. I'll keep you posted. All right, so over here we don't really have any debt, except if you count that cell phone bill, but I'm just going to roll that into the monthly billing plan. All right, car. This is our cars. These are our sinking funds. I calculated these on a bi-monthly payout, so these will get their typical amount. Car will get $140, and home repairs, that binder will get $140. Medical binder will get $120, and travel binder will get $70. We always want to go somewhere. The kiddos will get $30. I'm going to see if I can find some more money and stash in theirs. I feel like I need to catch up with their binder. Revolving will be $280. This has a lot of my envelopes that there's always money coming in, coming out. Birthdays, we do have one more birthday this year. That's next month, as in October. And haircuts and this, that, and the other. So I like that. And electronics, oops, don't cross it out, Lisa. This is where I just transfer money over digitally or electronically into these 3 categories. So this will get $340 for the month. This being taxes and insurance. We don't have a mortgage, but we are responsible for the taxes and insurance. Subscriptions, they include, let's see, Microsoft, my Aflac policy. What else? There's a couple more, but anyway, that's what they are. Clothes, $120. I did calculate that $80 a month would be enough to cover all of them. So that's okay. It doesn't matter until they come due, which I really should make a list, but I will do that later. Challenges, the binders. My orange binder, which is, these are all my favorite binders. I enjoy stuffing them. I was going to just keep that a typical 2 paycheck, like a 1 month stuffing, but I'm not going to do that. I changed my mind, slept on it, and decided that's going to get $300 instead of $200. Holiday is going to get $150 instead of $100. Long term is going to get $120 instead of the $80. And Show Me the Love is going to get $240 instead of $160, because Show Me the Love is where you come over and we chat on Monday for Savings Challenge Monday, and you leave a like, and for each like that you leave, I pay myself 25 cents, and that money is accumulating, and that is going to go into our $5,000 savings fund, which is for a roof. It's a copay for a roof during the hurricane season, and half will go into our medical, because I have to build up our deductible, and somebody, not me, needs a new tooth implant. So let's add that up. comes to $21.30. Put that down here, $21.30, and sinking funds will be $21.30. We'll add in the $38.08, $59.38, from the 6,200, and that will give us a surplus of $262. Does that seem like a lot? No. But I think when I did this, when did I do this? I did this yesterday, and I already uploaded the video, and I thought about it, and it kind of gave me cold sweats. I really cut it bare bones, and I can't live like that. I need to know that I have a cushion, I have enough to go. And so it went from like 972 surplus to 262, and I'm okay with that, depending on what his checks are and what some of these actual bills are. Might be more, you know, maybe I can get up to 350. Who knows? We'll see. But if I just get 262 and I can add that to my long-term savings binder, specifically the $5,000 savings challenge, I'll be happy. I won't be stressed. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know. Make sure you leave a like. I hope you comment. And if you're not subscribed, I hope you will consider it. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.